Good morning. You slept well, I trust? I know I did. I got up this morning, it was 50 degrees. It's cloudy today. Rain's moving in later today, but I'm going to stop and have breakfast. And this is my favorite trail breakfast, biscuits and gravy. I like it because it's easy to make, it's cheap, and it fills me up. Plus, I like biscuits and gravy. So let's go back to the kitchen and I'll show you how to make this, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to prepare it out here on the trail. This is very, very simple to make. All you need are some biscuits and some gravy. Now, I prefer the Pilsbury Grands because there's 10 in a package, and that way I can put 2 per container for the field, as opposed to what I call the dinner biscuits, which would take 3. However, all you got to do is follow the instructions on the package of your biscuits, put them on a tray after you preheat your oven, slide them into the oven, and when your time is up, you pull them out, and you got nice golden brown biscuits. Put them on a cooling tray, and after they're cool, they're ready to package for the trail. Now, I usually put mine in a vacuum sealer because I do this in bulk over for a large period of time. So I vacuum seal, but if you want to use a Ziploc bag, you can. Another word of caution, a lot of vacuum sealers will crush bread, so I have to do mine manually. I cannot use the automatic or else I'll end up with breadcrumbs. But once I've got them sealed and the machine releases the pressure after sealing it, I'm ready to go. Now all I have to do is marry up the biscuits with the gravy into my pantry, and I'm ready to hit the trail. So let's get out on the field and I'll show you how to make this great meal. Okay, in order to make the biscuits and gravy, all you need is your gravy mix, your packaged biscuits, and water, and of course, something to eat them with, and a stove and a boil pot to make them with. Now, all you got to do is follow the instructions. This says 2 cups water. I like to make it a little thick, so I'm only going to go with 1.5 cups. We're going to get 1.5 cups of water out. Get this out to where I can read it. There's 1.5 cups. And open up my gravy mix. It got a little sloppy there. And pour it into the water. Mix this up pretty good. So once we get that done, we'll go ahead and put that on our fire and light her up. Want to make sure that I keep stirring this, otherwise I end up with a pot that's scorched. And simply take a pair of scissors and cut open our vacuum sealed biscuits. And it's really thickened up now, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off and set my stove aside, put a lid on it, and find my cozy here. Go ahead and put this into my cozy and let it set for a few minutes. And while it's doing that, I'm going to heat up my biscuits, because I like a hot breakfast when it's cold like this. Cut my biscuit in half. And I'm simply going to heat it up for a few seconds over the stove, because it's been sitting out all night, and it's edible, cold like it is, but I like it nice and hot. Do the same thing for the other one. And if you want to toast it, that's up to you. And once it's set for a little bit, it's time to serve it up. And there, my friends, is a hearty breakfast that's going to get me back to my truck today and on my way home. Biscuits and gravy. Can't get much simpler than that. So, that's the biscuits and gravy tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like me, subscribe, and this is Backpack Hack. Be safe out there, and I'll see you out there on the trail, hopefully well fed.